here. Did you get the radio? Did you get the radio? No, you didn't get the radio. Hug me, Jeff. Come on. Hug me. Put it outside. We're not doing it in the back. Beer. I just got you one. Right. Now I got two. Give me that. What are you doing? Cooler. Come on, people. Give me a full one. This is full. This is the one you didn't finish last time.
Yeah.
All right, two. To what?
Did you get the radio?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, can I
Take
go
that.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Ready?
Yeah.
How long do you have to work? I have to work till about 5 or 6 o'clock tonight. Well, do you think we could go to the movies after you come from work? Yeah, sure, that'd be great. This guy named Tommy. I know who likes you. Tommy King. Oh my God, that boy's a big one. Yeah, that one. He told me he liked you yesterday. Oh my God. I've got to go to work. I'll see you later. Okay, bye.
A few years back, I was approaching a terminal with about 175 car freight train, and I was slowing down, and I started to blow on a whistle for this road crossing. I saw a teenage girl in the middle of the track with her back to me. I applied the brakes in emergency, and we kept blowing the whistle, and even the conductor opened the door and started hollering, "Get off the track."
Look out! Hey, she doesn't see you. He's not moving, Ike. Get out of the way!
She never turned around and looked back.
Hey, move! Hey, I think we hit her.
300 feet from the road crossing, we hit the little girl.
Hey, we better look.
And before we even got back to where she was, the ambulance was on the scene and treating her.
Hey, you got hit by a train?
There was nothing we could do, absolutely nothing. But it's a very dramatic experience to be there when that child's mother approached the crossing and found out it was her daughter.
Give some information, okay?
They did the best they could, and they rushed to the general hospital, and she did live 6 hours. She lived until midnight. You'll never forget it. I mean, you know, you try to put it in the back of your mind, you'll never forget it. And it's just a shame, you know, to waste a life like that. It's not only bad on the families and the victims, but it's bad on us too. It's just something that's real hard to live with.
She didn't never look back.
When you walk the railroad tracks and don't look in either direction, you are absolutely in a no-win situation. You cannot win.
We were on a short train, maybe 25, 30 cars, and we were going west. We came around to a trestle. I looked out on the middle of the trestle, and there was a man. I could tell he was a hunter. And when I saw him, he was taking little short steps.
There's a hunt on the bridge, Hold tight, brake coming up.
I immediately put the brake in emergency. My train slowed. I looked up, and he began to take long strides, maybe 10, 12 cross ties at a time. The train began to slow up. I said, "Lord, let it stop, please." I just blew on the whistle and trying to get him to jump off. And as I went by him, he jumped and cleared the trestle. And he looked at me and like he says, "Well, why don't you just run over me?" That's the idea that he had. He thought I was going to stop and let him use the bridge, and when he got through with it, we'd run a train.
Tried to kill me. He couldn't have stopped me.
If he only knew what I was going through.
Man, it's crazy.
I didn't want to run over the man.
You gotta be crazy.
Now, people say a train can't stop, but it can stop, but it can't stop quickly.
Here's a shortcut. This is it? Okay.
I'm fairly new engineer.
We're gonna cross right here. Okay.
It was a nice day, sunny day.
Oh man, the oil's leaking. Oh man. Dang. Come on, let's get it off the track and fix it. Yeah.
We were going around the curve.
Come on, man. We gotta get this thing out. We're scratching the whole thing up.
I get this bike out. Alright, come on, man.
Came around the curve and here's two boys, 11, 12 years old. And they had their motorcycle or mini bike stuck on the tracks.
Come on, let's get out of here. The train's coming.
They were trying desperately to get that bike off the track. And I'd put the train in emergency immediately. It takes a while for the brake to set up to get it stopped. Everybody thinks the train can just stop.
That's 924 to...
Hey, boys, hey, don't you leave.
Yeah, we've had a motorcycle up here around milepost 51, and nobody was hurt, but we did hit the motorcycle going down now to talk to you. There's two kids.
Oh! Are you okay?
You stay right there.
What y'all boys doing on the railroad tracks? How come you didn't get out of the way when I blew the horn the first time? Did you know I can't stop that train on a dime?
Oh, what are you doing? You're on the track what?
What are y'all doing up here?
They almost got killed.
Up there. Adam, I can't believe you went up there.
They heard my voice over the locomotives, how loud I was screaming. And when I got to talk to them down on the ground, they said, well, I said, what were y'all doing? He said, well, we finally heard you screaming, so we got out of the way. So evidently they thought I was going to stop before I hit it.
I'm Special Agent Pete Ramey with Norfolk Southern Police Department. Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, they had their motorcycle stuck on the railroad tracks, and they had it hung up, and I blew the whistle. And stayed, and finally jumped out of the way at the last moment.
Do you know how long it takes a train to stop? It takes a train a long time to stop. It takes the train approximately a mile and a half to stop. You boys know that it's against the law to trespass on railroad property?
We've told them.
Hundreds of times to stay off of this track.
It's against the law to walk between the rails, cross over the tracks, or to even drive or walk along the right-of-way. It's against the law. You boys were very lucky today.
It's one of the most frightening things that's ever happened to me, but the good thing about it was a good ending. And it enters your mind every time that you go around. Every time I go around that curve, I'm expecting to see something there, but I guess eventually that will wear off. Maybe not.
Yeah. You ain't drank any of them.
Yeah, all of those are mine.
Hey.
Hey, all of them are
I
mine.
drank all of them.
No.
All right, no, wait, hold on. You gotta hit the green one.
Hit the green
Hit the green one. You gotta be back. You gotta be back there. All right. Last time. Wrong color.
Hit the green one.
Wrong color. Good. Wrong color.
Wait, oh, you did green? Oh, okay.
No. Why do you bring me up? Why do you bring me up?
Hey, don't laugh.
I told you that.
Too bad we don't know anymore. I know.
They kind of laugh. They kind of laugh.
Hey. There's no more beer. Hey, we gotta get some. Let's get more beer. Hey.
You got the one.
Hey, come on, Mark.
Hey,
Okay, we're gonna go get some
Beer. Yeah, leave him. I don't want him to puke in my truck. Come on. Come on. Hey, get in the truck.
I get the window.
Yeah, leave him.
You could tell something was in the tracks, but you couldn't tell what it was. It's somebody always laying something on the rail for you to hit. Rocks on the rail, spikes, anything that they can find.
Need an ambulance over here. We hit someone. Sorry, everybody was saying laying on bags and dog and everything. We got up to realize what it was. I'm a virgin and trying to stop the engine. All right, what's your first one?
What's his name? Mark. What's his name? Mark. What's wrong with him? He's dead. He got ran over by the train. Where'd this train come from? Trains come through here all the time. No, they never come through here. What were you doing down here? We were just drinking a few beers. What were you doing down here drinking? You leave them laying on the tracks? Man, there's trains come through here all the time. The trains never come through here.
Brakeman was screaming that there was a man in the tracks. I grabbed all that brake I could get. He was hit. No question about that.
When were y'all up here?
Earlier today.
When we saw him, we thought it was Trent laying on bags.
I just saw his head raise up. That's all I saw. The snowplow had taken his head off, took him out of his shoes, and the only thing I hit on him was his head. There was no other mark on him other than that. I have no idea why anybody would be possessed to lie on a railroad track. None whatsoever.